Hello, my friends. You're wondering what it's like buying a house in Southern California. Well, the California real estate market has been tight for years, but these are no regular times. But in these times in California, they are limiting showings to open houses to just a few members at a time with a very specific short time frame to look at those homes. For one of the largest purchases in somebody's life in California, you may only have 15 to 30 minutes now to preview a home before you have to make that extremely quick decision these days to purchase that home. Now when you're at a showing, as you're walking out the door from your 15 to 30 minute showing, there is a line generally waiting outside for the next people to come and tour that home. Any decent property now in California will have multiple offers within days, if not hours, or in some cases, before it even goes live in the MLS as a listing, they'll have multiple offers before it hits the market or days after. The real estate market right now in California is sort of like the show Married at First Sight. You buy what you can and you learn to live with it over the next few months and to see if you really like it and enjoy it. This red hot real estate market is not just in California. This is happening nationwide. It is a huge seller's market out there right now. This seller's market is forcing would-be home buyers and first-time home buyers to make instant decisions on one of the biggest purchases of their life. In California, houses have not sold quicker in the last 3 decades than they are right now. This past March, the average home on the market in California was only 8 days. That is the lowest time ever recorded by the National Association of Realtors. The last red hot seller's market in California was back in 2003 to 2005. The average days on market for a home back then was 20 days compared to last March, which was just 8 days. Now, just before the coronavirus hit, the median prices in California for time on market for houses to sell was 14 days. So it was a really tight market back then. But again, today's market, 8 days on market for California. So you have to act fast. Few people in the real estate industry can remember a period of time when the time on the market for selling a home has ever been so short. Several factors have collided all at one time during this pandemic to create an environment where houses are selling at record warp speeds and at prices higher than imaginable. The extremely low interest rates has created an influx of buyers into the market that can get great mortgage rates and locked in for years at that rate, so they're getting out of the rental market and flooding in to the first-time home buyers market. There's also been a huge influx of investors out there ready to buy houses with cash that have driven the prices up and have created this epic time on the market. Job losses due to the pandemic mostly have not touched the upper income earners who are in the real estate market ready to buy. Millennials now in their 30s have saved up for a while and are ready to put big down payments down on these homes. With the lower interest rates, they can lock in that rate, have a great rate, better than renting, and they're ready to enter the market. So you've got the low interest rate, you've got the upper income that really hasn't been affected by the pandemic, all of them colliding with low inventory, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, all of them colliding at one time to buy houses. Now, another factor is the advancement of technology in the housing industry. It is insane how quick you can receive a listing on your phone. You can also preview homes from other states to see if that house is right for you. You've got FaceTime, you've got videos, you've got all kinds of different options to tour a video or tour a home from out of state or around the world. Now, with the pandemic forcing this technology and the huge advancements that we've had over the last several years, it has forced people from out of state to preview homes with this video technology. More and more people around the world and around the country are using this technology to preview homes and make instant decisions without even seeing the house to make an offer on these properties. Back in the early 2000s, in the last California housing bubble, there was not this technology. People couldn't look on their phone and within minutes see the new listings on there. Today's market, the people are more educated. They can see the houses with better photos, live videos. They just know all of the information that the realtors have at their fingertips within minutes. You can set up a search just for your needs, and then within minutes you can see the new listings that have come onto the market. These online markets have really shortened the time on the market because people instantly have access and can make an offer immediately just because the quality of the photos are much better, or you have a video of that property. Buyers now can walk into the home and just about instantly make a decision to buy that home because prior to visiting this home, they've had dozens of photos on their phone to look at or videos to watch of this home. So they really know the house before they walk in. They just need to confirm that the smell and the look and the flow of the house is what they're looking for, and they can instantly make a decision on purchasing that house. Last year, 63% of buyers purchased a home prior to seeing it. According to Redfin, that is an all-time high since they started recording that data back in 2015. Redfin also is reporting that 43% of homes are fetching higher than list price going back to 2012. So be ready to make an offer instantly when you see that house and for above list price. In Southern California, the median home price has increased in double digits over the last 8 months. In order to get buyers' offers accepted, many buyers are removing contingencies off of their offers to improve their chances of getting the home. Contingencies could include appraisal gaps, bringing money to the closing if the house doesn't appraise. Maybe they're buying it as is. Maybe there's no inspections at all. Many of these contingencies now are being waived by buyers in order to have competitive bids. Now, many of these buyers are investors. Those investors are wielding cash. Cash is king. Cash buyers, investors are coming into the market ready to close within days, maybe 10 days of closing when you have cash. That is really hard to beat if you're a homeowner coming in with a conventional or FHA mortgage. Money is pouring into these investors from tons of sources from around the country, from pension funds to private money lenders all across the nation. They're putting their money, especially into the California real estate market. Investors are moving their money away from retail because that everybody knows is a dying industry. They're moving their way from the hospitality industry because during the pandemic, hospitality obviously took a plummet, and investors are now moving their money into the real estate market. And like I said just a minute ago, especially the red hot California real estate market. Over the last 3 months in California's LA County, investors have made up 20% of real estate purchases. Now, it's not just California's real estate market that's happening to. Lots of the major cities, you've seen double-digit growth in investor purchases. In Southern California, investor purchases were up 34%. In Ventura County, investor purchases were up 25%. And in Orange County, investor purchases up 13%. Most of these investors are purchasing these homes to use as long-term purchases, long-term rental properties, and in some areas, long-term Airbnb properties, which we all know is a red-hot industry where you can make a little bit of cash flow. Now, also fueling this red-hot real estate market in California is home sales, the supply of the amount of homes that are on the market. In Los Angeles and Orange County, there was nearly a 9% decrease in the homes available on the market compared to the previous year. Now, the 9% decrease in home inventory on the market in California is the driving force for the time on the market that you're seeing in the housing market right now. It's also the main driver of multiple bids and houses that are selling above list price. Now, if you take the whole state of California, there is a 67% decrease in homes on the market. One huge factor of homes on the market is the pandemic. There are lots of sellers still uncertain of the economic outcome of the pandemic. They're also uncertain of hiring movers and the moving process and the shopping process that involves listing your house and moving. So a lot of people out there are very hesitant to put their house on the market to sell just because of the pandemic. What's that created is a huge logjam of homes. The people now that may be considering putting on their house on the market now have concerns about whether they're able to buy a home out there and entering into the market as a buyer. Now, fortunately, builders are starting to build, and that is a huge relief. But as we all know, in Southern California, there's lots of red tape that you need to jump through in order to build these communities. The extremely high price of lumber has also slowed down builders. They were not able to get that lumber. Prices have went up dramatically for lumber in the United States, but their builders are still starting to build now and will continue to, and we're hoping that the prices drop on the prices of lumber and home builders can really start pushing these homes out onto the market. Another reason for the shortened time on the market is due to the MLS adding what they call a coming soon feature. This coming soon feature allows the realtors to market their house prior to putting it on the market. Now, they're not allowed to show the house, but they can market it, show the pictures, show the videos, and show people that this house is coming on the market soon. Now, what this has created is a huge marketing opportunity for these realtors that they can go out there and push these houses prior to being on the market. Now, what they can also do, they're not supposed to show these houses, but what they can also do is accept offers. So they can accept offers on these houses just by going off of the pictures and the videos that they have put on marketed in these homes. So this coming soon feature has created a feeding frenzy of homes prior to coming on the market, that it creates a bidding war, and everybody knows this house is coming, and it's shortened the time on the market dramatically. Now, in California and across the country, there may be some relief coming. Interest rates have started to creep up, which should slow the demand of new buyers coming onto the market. So we're hoping in the future, the level playing field will get a little bit more level, and it will be an equal buyers and sellers market in the future. All right, thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, keep watching. There's lots of other ones, and we'll see you at the next one.